just a couple of points really. Like I said, this is how we're perceived. I mean, Karen, I know you've been out quite a lot at the moment on site. Do you have any sort of experience in terms of perceptions and things like that, in terms of what people are seeing and hearing about us?
No, I think it's just nice that people do question about how we work, and what's expected of them, and for us to go back and again what we expect of them as well. So that's the feedback that we've had.
Yeah, so you might find there's, apart from actually the knowledge that you're getting, there's going to be other questions around how we work, how we're going to communicate with people, and again, if there's anything that you're unsure of, or you start to get sort of the same questions, then come back to any of the programme team for any support on any of those tricky questions, or rather than, I don't know, like really what we want to do is, actually I don't know but I'll find out for you, and then we can come back and we can go back with an answer, particularly if it's something that's not necessarily in your area and we don't know how that happens, but we want to be offering that kind of like service to those, because it'll be the odd questions that probably will come up, won't they?
Sorry, Helen. In the previous one I've done for KT, the teams we've been sitting with, a lot of them have been obviously made redundant. Is that going to be the case with the colleagues that we're going to be sitting with this time?
Yeah, that's a really good point. So obviously in the previous releases we've had quite large numbers of people impacted by the programme. I must say it's a much smaller number that are impacted this time, but however there are still people impacted. So for example, in Housing Maintenance South, there are no people impacts. So again, actually, it's fairly easy conversations. Nobody you're sitting with is going to be losing their role. However, within living, and I think it would be worthwhile for those people who are going to spend time with the living team to understand potentially who's at risk, and we can share that with you. So you've just got a bit of an idea. If you're going to go and sit with Maureen or whatever, we are aware that actually that role's at risk, and therefore there's a little bit of sensitivity to play by that, or you might find a little bit more of a barrier to overcome. But particularly with this release, the numbers of impacted people are much, much fewer. I'm talking like a handful of people. But I think if we can share that information before you go out on site, that's a really good point.
John, is that something that the end will show us if they're going to go over the businesses now? Are they going to go over the structures for the areas?
So go over the structures. Before you go out, let's talk with the transition managers sort of a couple of days before, and we'll give you an up-to-date where everything's at in the team. Things are moving quite quickly at the moment in all the different businesses in terms of people, so I'd rather do it sort of a couple of days before.
Yeah, because some people who potentially have been at risk are actually being redeployed into other roles, so and actually that's a bit of a moving feast. So hopefully the number of people actually affected who will leave the business is very few, but I think it's a really, really important point. So feel that you'll be equipped with that information so you can approach it sensitively or however it needs to be done. And it is something to think about. This is a change for the business, and you're going to find different people with different spectrums of where they are on that change curve. Some people who have very limited knowledge. Obviously, the analysts have been down and spent some time. There's lots of people with, what is this all about? What does this mean for me? And again, you may well be somebody who can help them with a little bit of that information, start to paint a picture as well. So just that's kind of really important, that you recognise that your role is kind of like a FSSC ambassador. You are the face of what they're going to start to perceive us by, because really after that it may be a little bit of more contact over the phone, but this is the first opportunity to really get face to face with people. Show them what we're about in a good way. So really just obviously we're going to be going through the Brilliant Basics programme, which is something that we're really keen, and that's going to be around customer focus. So conscious of not clashing, because we want to make sure everyone goes through that, but hopefully we'll be able to take that, some of those messages out with us as we go on site. It goes without saying, this is about professionalism for us. We're a professional outfit, we're a professional set of experts. That's kind of what we want to start to be known for. And you are the people who are going to be sharing, going out, gathering that knowledge and acting as the experts. So kind of the way we do that is really important. I don't know whether there is a dress code. I put it on there. Is it normal business attire, in terms of what we expect when we're going out?
Shirt, trousers for gents, yeah.
Yeah, so rather than your jeans and t-shirts or anything like that, it's normal business wear, as you would. And hopefully an opportunity to just actually start building relationships. It's really important for us. So if you meet some key people, come back, share that with your team. They're really good to know, and vice versa. They'll be doing the same for us as well. And also understand, you know, their concerns. If there's anything that's really burning that you kind of feel when you're out there, they've got, you know, they're not sure about this, bring that back and we can then help with either support on communication or training to address that. So even if it's not your area, but you pick up kind of, oh gosh, they've got a real concern around this, make sure that that comes back and we'll look at how we can address that too. So yeah, so really just thinking of, you know, how we go out, how we do that, it's kind of our approach. Any questions or anything that anybody wants to ask?
Nope.
Okay. Fantastic, thank you.